What's up, y'all? I'm back. Happy Saturday, happy weekend to all of you. I know you guys probably weren't expecting me to be back so soon since I just posted my last video 2 days ago. But I had this strong urge, man, to just come back online and do a follow-up to my last video. If you haven't checked it out yet, please click on it right now to check it out. Join the conversation. You're welcome to jump in with your opinions like a lot of people have. This one actually has received an overwhelming amount of responses. 66 comments. That's a lot. That's a lot more than what I normally get for my posts, which is awesome. So I guess something within that video must trigger everybody's mind and you guys wanted to respond, which is awesome. This is exactly what I want. Action, reaction. Let's have a discussion, a conversation around it. I really appreciate everybody who took the time to express your opinions on the topic. So pat yourselves on the back. Good job. Keep it up. So in looking at some of these comments, our channel is truly international. We have comments coming from all over the world. Some of you guys agree with what I said in the video. Others, not so much, which is totally fine because we're having a conversation. I'd love to hear what truly goes on in your mind. And actually, just going through the process of learning about each other and how we all think, how we internalize, how we process information in our heads, it actually helps me grow. So this is truly awesome. For example, 芊芊，尊重别人的同时就是尊重自己。你的教养彰显了你的家庭层次。I totally agree with that. Infui, Lydia, Victoria, all agreeing with what I said in the video. All right, let's take a quick look at what one of my friends said in the comment section. Tara Hoopers, I actually learned a lot from your messages. Thank you. Man, your messages kept me thinking. I regret to not respond to all of them, meaning the messages that he's received. Maybe it's a good chance to catch up with an old friend. And he said a whole lot of other things. What I want to say to Terry is, hey, listen, man, what I was talking about was getting a response from people who are in a working relationship or a personal friendship with you, right? You guys are actually talking about something constructive or something that might mutually either affect you or benefit you. Although if you want to respond to each one of those messages, New Year greetings or holiday greetings, Christmas wishes, be my guest, okay? Have fun. And then on the flip side of the coin, I spoke to a couple of my friends, someone who wishes to remain anonymous. I thought he took on a pretty interesting, profound standpoint on this topic. Suffering is caused when you resist something. You are resisting the truth. The truth is the person didn't respond to you. So your suffering comes from not accepting reality. If you were to accept reality, the person didn't return your call, then you would not suffer. Your suffering is made up in your mind. It's not caused by that person. This way of thinking brings me peace and clarity. So this sounds really deep. I'm not disagreeing with him. All I gotta say is, if he has the power to internalize it all, and that brings him peace and clarity, good for him. I respect that. I think this is deep. This is profound. Probably not something I can reach on my level. And then we move on to Annie. She is a good friend of mine. She wrote up this lengthy response. By the way, if you want to go to someone and have that person tell you what you want to hear, Annie is definitely not one of those people that you want to go to. Okay, so Annie is always going to speak her mind. Annie is always honest in her own words. She always holds the unpopular opinions. But we always need friends like that, who are always honest with us, who are going to tell us straight up, if this is right, this is wrong. So Annie said, perhaps they're experiencing something that you're not aware of. They may even be going through a tough time. Sure, it could have been a conscious decision to not reply, or it could have been an honest mistake. But at the end of the day, it is your decision whether you want to give that person the benefit of the doubt. I'm always fine giving the other people the benefit of the doubt. in my book, whenever you meet me, you're always at 100 points. Okay, you're at the perfect score. And as I get to know you a little bit more, and that point scale starts deducting, right? If you don't do something to the full extent, or if you did something wrong, that's when I start deducting the points. So for me, I'm always giving the other party the benefit of the doubt. But it's when you repeatedly keep doing the wrong things, those points keep getting deducted. Does that make sense? So what I was trying to say was, again, people who are in a working relationship with me, who are, on good friendship terms with me, I'm trying to ask you something serious or something that might request a response, rather than you just going to other group chats and talking about some irrelevant things, talking about cats and dogs. When people start doing things like that repeatedly over time, it's not just once, it's not just twice. If it's happened multiple times, that starts wearing me out. And that really shows me how little you care about the stuff that I care about and the stuff that I think that you should care about as well. Because at the end of the day, it's either our common project or something we need to resolve together to mutually benefit each other. There are many factors in life that you cannot control, check. But what you can are your actions and emotions. There are probably far better and more positive things to put your energy into. So why worry or fret over the stuff that ultimately does not matter? I totally get your point, Annie. I'm not going to dwell over the issue of you not responding to my call or text. And actually what that did for me was to motivate myself to be better, to improve myself, to better myself. So that was the positivity that I got from the action or the lack thereof, for them not responding to my calls or texts. But I'm going to express my emotions. I'm going to express my opinions. That's what I'm trying to say. So this is great. Thank you, Annie, and the anonymous friend. But thank you guys, for being here and participating in the conversation, because it really challenges our mindset, and kind of gives me, hopefully everybody, a different perspective. After reading through all these comments, which really triggered me to dig deeper into this whole topic, right? There are two different schools of thoughts, which you guys and I just presented, hopefully clearly. I actually found this video. It was a TEDx video delivered by this gentleman. So he talked about how not to take things personally. He kind of approaches the problem with two different strategies, telling us how to cope with it. So the first strategy, he said, always see the issue as being, it's not about me. Always look at the other person's intentions, so we don't get thrown off our balance. And I think that kind of aligns with what Annie and, my friend, anonymous friend, said in their comments, which is fine. But the second strategy he talked about, it is about me. So put yourself first. Give yourself empathy and speak up, because by opening up, by being vulnerable, by telling everybody how you feel, you increase the chance that the other one will understand you and take your needs into account in the future. And I think that, quite frankly, is the stand, probably the way of coping with an issue like that from my perspective. I always want to voice my opinions. I always want to express my raw emotions. But after expressing it, I'm not looking for a certain result. I just move on, and knowing that's probably just the fact of life, that's the reality of the situation, I just move on. More or less like getting the stuff off my chest so I can move on and become better myself, become more self-motivated, become more self-inspired, so to speak. So with all that said, we all have different ways of coping with the issue, but as long as you get everything resolved within your heart, doesn't matter if you keep it in or you want to speak up, as long as you can move on with a positive mindset and attitude, I think that's all it is. Let me leave you guys with this. People may attack you, criticize you, or ignore you. They may even crumble you up with their words, slice you up, spit you out, and walk all over you. But no matter what they do or say, you will always keep your value and self-worth. That should never change. That was my monologue for Saturday. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, please jump in, join the conversation, talk to me, interact with me, so I don't have to be talking to myself to a camera all this time, even though it's kind of called my monologue. But hey, we can have a dialogue. So please click on like, share, comment. I'd love it. And thank you as always for your support. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey friends, thank you for watching that video. Besides my monologue, you'll find a lot of other interesting videos, vlog videos, across my page. So click on one of these videos to continue watching. Trust me, you won't regret it. And please click on that red subscribe button, because if you do, I'll give you my heart. Oops, here's my heart.